Welcome everyone to my channel, that is Fast and Easy Maths, which is dedicated to give you tips and tricks related to mathematics. So if you're new to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell button besides it, so that you get notified whenever I push up a new video. Also students, as most of you all have noticed that Fast and Easy Maths have started uploading twice a week. Okay, the reason being that I get asked so many doubts and so many questions that I found the need that I need to push at least two videos a week to cover up all these doubts as well as questions. So first I used to think of pushing questions separately and concepts separately, but that was not working out. So now I've started pushing out whatever is in link with each other. Okay, so right now I'm trying to give you tips and tricks. So my videos are currently about tricks related to these entrances. So today we are going to find out how to find the value of n, especially when you have a question in this form where a is raised to n plus 1 plus b is raised to n plus 1 upon a raised to n plus b raised to n is equals to k. Meaning whenever you have these kind of questions in this particular format, you need to find the, and what they have asked is to find the value of n. I'm telling you, I'm going to show you a trick with which you will be able to find the value of n in under 10 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds is also a little bit on the extra side I'm talking about. Okay, now the first things first, you need to always remember that your value of n, which you will find out from this trick, will always be this particular n. Okay, meaning I will not tell you the value of n plus 1. The trick will directly tell you whatever the value of n is in the denominator. Okay, first thing I will tell you is that these things are related, or the value of n is actually able to find, you will be able to find with the help of am, gm and hm. Meaning if a plus b upon 2, that is the arithmetic mean, a plus b upon 2 is getting you the value of k, then your value of n is directly 0. And if you get the geometric mean of AB, that is root of AB is equal to K, then you can directly say that N is equals to minus half. Okay. And if you can see that 2AB upon A plus B is equals to K, then you can directly say that N is equals to minus 1. Means if your values of a and b actually get you if the harmonic mean of a and b get you the value of k, then you can directly say that the value of n is minus 1. Understood? So now very quickly let's see how we are going to use this particular formula. So 3 raised to n plus 1 plus 7 raised to n plus 1 upon 3 raised to n plus 7 raised to n is equals to 5. So now let's see whether we are getting a arithmetic mean, geometric mean or harmonic mean. So 3 plus 7 is 10 upon 2 gets you 5. And trust me students, I will always request you all to check first it is arithmetic or geometric, because that is much easier to calculate compared to the harmonic mean. Okay, so now you've realized that the value of uh, the arithmetic mean of 3 plus 7, sorry, the arithmetic mean of 3 and 7 gets you 5. So basically that is equal to your k, so I can directly say your n value is 0. Understood? It is so simple. It is like really getting your answers in under 10 seconds, like I had said. Okay students, also at the end of this video I'm going to push a question similar to this particular concept, and you will use this trick shown in this video and tell me the answer of n, okay, in the comment section. Also students, if you like the way I'm explaining, then please hit the like button, because that gives me tremendous amount of encouragement into making these kind of videos. Another thing, when you hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm understands that this video is like really important, and it starts showing to people who are looking out for math related stuff. Okay, so all the way it will be more, it is helpful to me as well as you are helping others also in finding these kind of tricks. Okay, So please go ahead and without fail hit the like button until it turns blue. Okay, so now let's see another sum. So let's see what happens when you have 2 raised to n plus 8 raised to n upon 2 raised to n minus 1 plus 8 raised to n minus 1 is equals to 4. So now we know that 2 plus 8 is 10 and dividing it by 2 gets you 5, and that is not the answer over here or the value of k. Okay. So let's see whether it is the geometric mean. So root of 2 into 8, that is root of 16, gets you 4, and that is definitely the answer over here as well. So I can now say what will be the value of n. But students, please don't make the mistake of writing that value of n is equal to minus half, like, because at the start of this video I told you we are trying to calculate this value of n. Okay, the value of n in the denominator, but over here as you can see the value of n in denominator is n minus 1. So here we'll say n minus 1 is equals to minus half. I hope this is like really very clear, because trust me, if you forget this particular part, then you will lose out marks, and which I definitely don't want you to do. Okay, so now shifting this minus 1 on the other side, so we get n is equals to minus half plus 1. So half minus half plus 1 gets you just half. I hope this is really clear to everyone. Please always remember that you will be taking the value of n which comes in the denominator. Okay, students? Now, let's look for another example. Here we are having 8 raised to n plus 1 plus 3 raised to n plus 1 upon 8 raised to n plus 3 raised to n is equals to 48 upon 11. Okay, students, see, looking at the answer only, or looking at the question only, you will understand this is a harmonic mean, because the GM will never have a fraction in the value of k, and AM will also be what? 8 plus 3 is 11 upon 2 will not be 48 upon 11. Okay, so you can directly say n value is minus 1, but since I'm explaining, we'll try to figure out whether 2ab upon a plus b is actually getting you 48 upon 11. So 2ab means 2 into 8 into 3 upon a plus b, which is 11. So 2 into 8 is what? 16. 16 into 3 is 48 upon 11, which is the value of k over here. So now I can directly say that n is equals to minus 1. Okay, now students, please understand that this is how you will be able to solve all these difficult looking questions which are asked in quant section of your entrances such as GMAT, SAT, ACT, CAT, etc. Okay, and students, these kind of videos are actually really helpful in solving, or rather in saving time. Okay, I have made tons of these videos, so please go ahead and check those as well. I think the video prior to this was how to solve simultaneous equations in matter of 10 seconds. Okay, so please go ahead and check that as well, because most of the students get the simultaneous equations at least once while solving any of the quant questions which are asked in these entrance exams. Okay, another thing, students, please don't panic and don't forget these small things which I mentioned in my video, and that is the reason why I tell you all to stick to the end of the video, because there are sometimes a situation arises where these kind of things are being mentioned in the middle of the video. Okay, so I don't want you to lose out on such important details. So, and please remember, these are the important things after which only you will get the right answer. If you forget this, you will really not be able to get the right answer. Okay, and I really don't want you to do that. Okay, so that's it. And students, if you have any particular doubt, or if you want me to give you a trick related to any particular topic, then please go ahead and comment so in the comment section, or you can email me like you all have always done. Okay, so that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.